Hello and welcome to my channel. So I am Mr. Mac. I'm in Super Andromeda Scrolls SAS, and I thought it might be fun to record and obviously do voiceovers for my war season. So we pride ourselves in doing pretty well in war, or at least we try to. And I thought, might be a bit of fun. You're going to have to deal with my general incompetence and lack of experience here, as testified to the fact that in this first video, well, as you can now tell, didn't manage to get any audio, for which I apologise. You only have my mellifluous British voice, and I also forgot my first two fights. I forgot to record my first two fights. Luckily, they weren't very hard. It was just Torch versus MCOC, super easy. I hit him a few times and he died. And then I used AA against Nick Fury. Again, not too bad. This is me on my final run to the boss, me against Spider-Gwen, as you can see here. I've got AA, and I've got AA as a horseman, which a buddy of mine managed to give me, which is very useful. And as you can see, I'm big boosted. There's not much to worry about here, but as you can see here, parry, heavy, hits 2 and 3 are outside of the parry, so she can evade. Oh, and there we go. She evades. Luckily, she doesn't counter. My plan was just to get some Neuros up, and then she wouldn't evade. Managed to get a couple there, and at this point, the fight's basically under control. Obviously, the Neuros block all the healing here, so it's just a parry, heavy, and win. They got a nice reparry. Didn't feel happy doing a heavy there, so I hit her once, backed off, and fight's over. Finished on 100%. I'm just using a combat regen boost here, just because I don't want to waste invul boosts, because I don't really need them, and I'll be using them a lot this season, I suspect. So here's the second fight on Path 1, Section 2. It's Silver Surfer, obviously on Buffet. So not really there's not much synergy here between Node and Defender. So it's pretty, simple AA fight, parry heavy, all the way to victory. My RNG is significantly better here. Look at that, all those Neuros on second heavy. You'll see that because I'm a horseman, I've got no damage from my bleed debuff because I threw on half suicides, and he's dead already. So nice and quick. Now the next fight is actually, there's something slightly interesting going on. This is MCOC placed on the top right-hand mini, the basically the one with Limber on it. And also extra auto block and evade chance, whatever. They have changed this node this season. They've added Hard Knock Life, which on parries puts a passive disorient on the attacker. And the reason that AA has been assigned here is because AA can deal with this fight. Just he can deal against MCOC. So the general wisdom goes, he is immune to ability accuracy reduction. And so I thought, okay, cool. So the passive disorient is going to do the extra block damage, but it's not going to reduce my ability accuracy. So this is fine. It's, again, just a parry heavy fight. And so, foot goes fine initially. A couple of parries, all fine. I think a third parry is fine. And very special one, nice and easy. Just going to slow this down here. You'll see he goes in and I parry, but it doesn't stick. I throw my heavy, he throws his, and the indestructible means I take no damage, and the unstoppable from being a horseman kicks in, and so it's like nothing ever happened. I assume I just missed my parry, go for it again. Parry doesn't stick. Second time here, he doesn't go for a heavy, he goes for a full combo. Luckily, my invuln boost is kind of saves me. He doesn't do any crits, so it doesn't really matter, and he dies pretty soon afterwards. So I'll talk more about that at the end of the video, because there's something funny going on there. Something happened that I didn't expect. Now my buddy, I should have said that my buddy Hator has put on white mags on that MCOC fight to get the to circumvent parry, and he's also just putting white mags on the boss, give me a bit of extra attack, and I'm chucking points into the Poison Suicide Mastery to give me the extra damage on Warlock, who is my assignment versus Weapon X boss. This is a bit of a classic matchup. Weapon X has been around for a while. People know how to deal with them. I know how to deal with them, so I wasn't really too worried going into this fight. Still got my invul boost. There's only one really difficult. There's only one bit of this fight which is at all difficult, and that's the phase after his first Berserk mode. And you'll see that coming up now. In a moment, he's about to throw his SP1. And here he's both unblockable, unstoppable, and very aggressive. So you just got to wait out. And see, the reason I slowed it down there is because it shows how I like to play this matchup. He will dash in at you, and you can then sort of hold block, and he will throw a heavy even when he doesn't need to. because he's unblockable. But he's pretty consistent on throwing his heavy. He just did it again there. So if you hold block just for a moment, he'll throw his heavy, and you can counter in just before the unstoppable, just after it goes away, and you can punish him. And at this point, the fight's pretty simple and over. Wait out the first berserk phase, and then it just becomes a bait heavy encounter fight. Not too difficult at all. I did a little bit of fancy intercept stuff earlier while I was talking, but don't really need to. You can just do that whole block thing, and he'll throw heavies, and that's the end of it. I think my speed 2 did like 50k damage. It's Warlock's not known for his damage, but here it was certainly present. Oh yeah, so coming back to AA, you'll see here what his abilities say there is that he is immune to ability accuracy from his opponent's abilities. So I don't know if this is a bug or if this is actually what the ability is doing what it says it is doing, and this is actually just he's immune to AA reduction from champion's abilities, but not necessarily from nodes. So that could be a thing. I don't know. We think it might be a bug, but I'm not sure really. As you can see here, I've not gone into detail with the scores, but we managed to win our first war against Greek Elite. A very strong. They finished above us last season, so we're pretty happy with that. And yeah, that's my first war. So next war, I will record all my fights, and I will also get audio working on that. So thank you very much for watching. I'm not going to beg for likes. I don't care about that. I just thought this would be quite fun. So thank you, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta.